And welcome back, Streetside, the corner of 9 Mile and Woodward in Ferndale, Michigan, the site of the Dream Cruise, an annual Detroit Motor City event that stretches from Detroit all the way up to Pontiac here on the world's first four-lane divided highway. Fred Nahat, along with our automotive analyst, guest commentator, and I'm just going to call him a legend. It's Bob Lutz. Thank you so much for being here. It's terrific, and there is much more to come.
Yeah, I agree, and it's been great fun so far.
Eric Gorgeous is in the street, and he is interviewing all of our folks, and the next car is locked and loaded from Roger Posey. Robert, this is a 1956 Chevy 210.
Yeah, an extremely popular car. The Tri-5s, 55, 56, 57, marked, I would say, a high point of Chevrolet's dominance of the market. It was just an incredibly successful series, which was followed later by that 58 that we saw, which was a sales disappointment. But this was a real Chevrolet highlight. They became the darlings of the hot rodders. There was, if you had a 5.5, or 5.6, 8 OD, meaning overdrive, you were the hottest kid on the block. And it was also, this was the second year that Chevy offered an overhead valve V8. So for the first time in history, Chevrolet outpowered Ford, because in the past, Ford had always had the V8s and Chevy had the 6s. This was the second year of the V8. I don't know whether this one's a straight 6 or a V8, but it's a very, very significant Chevrolet, and I'm pleased to see, for my taste, it's totally original with original wheels and tire size.
Kicking it old school. We're going to find out about what's under the hood. We're going to throw it over to Eric Gorgeous in the street with Roger. Eric, over to you.
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing awesome tonight.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Oh, thank you.
And tell me about your car. This is awesome.
Well, it's Matador Red, India Ivory. It's all original. It's a 1956 Chevrolet.
Yeah?
And it belongs to the Woodward Tri-5 Cruisers. I'm the president of the car club.
Oh, all right.
And we're out on Woodward and cruising. And it has the white wall tires. And it's got fender skirts on the back, which were direct from the factory.
I love it.
And black and white interior, V8 in it.
And how long have you owned it?
About 16 years now.
And what kind of condition was it in when you got it?
About 70% is what you see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a barn find.
Yeah?
Out of New Boston. A farmer had it in his equipment barn.
Everybody's got these barn find stories except for me. I never get to find the barn find.
Well, this is one of them, and it's awesome. My longest trip is up to Copper Harbor and back.
Nice.
Not a problem the whole time, and got about 16 miles to the gallon.
Hey, that's not too bad. A lot better than I thought.
Yeah, for 1956.
And I missed, what'd you say you had under the hood here?
Yeah, well, we've got a
Let's go take a look at it.
Yeah, you'll see.
What size you got?
It's, well, she's 265, but it's got a few chrome additives on top just for the wife. She
gotta
likes
have the
it.
chrome.
Yep, and we've got a wolf whistle in here. You
Nice.
you gotta whistle at the young ladies. But yeah, she runs great. And electric wipers. It did have vacuum wipers, but I updated them. But
Sure.
they are 1956 wipers.
Well,
so wiper motors in there. So
a little bit more reliable.
a little more reliable
Right?
than the old vacuum. Absolutely.
All right.
That's for sure.
Hey, this is just a fantastic car.
Oh, thank you.
And I got to imagine you love cruising in it.
Oh, it's a wonderful time, and it's got 4 doors, and you know what? I get to talk to so many people that had them,
Yeah.
and they had the 4-door, and the parents had them, and so forth, and really the car is just the mix, but it's meeting all the people.
Sure, man.
That's
Sure.
That's great.
This is fantastic.
Okay.
Hey, man, I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
I want
thank
you to blow that whistle for me,
Oh,
though, all right?
All right.
Thanks for coming out, man. All right, Fred.
All right, guys, thank you. Bob, I know you're a guy who spent a lot of time in some of the marketing areas of the car companies. You talk about a 210. Sometimes they have the number, sometimes they've you create a name or a brand. What goes into the thinking there?
Well, a lot of times you'd like a name, but then you can't register it because somebody's used it before, or it doesn't work in all languages, like Chevrolet Nova. In Spanish, no va means doesn't go.
Right.
And so there's a lot of hassle with names. And so people say, well, let's just do a numbers thing. And then you come, or alphanumeric, where you call it an XR5 or an XR2. And, Cadillac tried that for a number of years, and a combination of 3 letters. That didn't work too well, so now Cadillacs are CT5s and CT6s. I'm not sure that's going to work much better. People are always struggling, and sometimes they go for numbers, and sometimes you're lucky and you happen on a really great name that you can keep, like Corvette or Riviera or something like that. But that's very rare. Mustang, another one.